Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone tonight? Uh, Krista Goose is going to join me tonight. Heavens knows what we're going to fight about. Um, we like to harass each other. Um, it is our way of having fun. So, any sewers out there, what could you use this for? What would you use this for? I came up with a good idea for us sewers. So, remind me, and I'll tell you at the end of the show. Oh, I misspelled words. Oh, shoot. I'm terrible at things. Well, he's going to see, this is part of his. He said, I'm ready. Go, let's go live, you know? Mm-hmm. And he's late. So, let's put this way. He's a man. Mirror image of a man. Hi, Lorraine Decto. How are you? You're one of Miss Southern Bell's friends, huh? How do I know you from? How'd you become find out on my channel? I'd like to know. Maybe I could do it more often. Oh, I'll be there shortly. Well, Chris, you said, "Are you ready to go live?" I said, "Yeah." What did I do? You're worse than a woman. Well, maybe you do have female attributes. I don't know. Mm, that's just a little bit more than I want to discuss right now. So he's making me stay up here. So while he's doing that, I will get me set up for anything and everything this guy will throw at me. Oh, okay. Jamming is real music lovers. Yes. Yeah, I just subscribed to you, Lorraine. I think that's Lorraine. Lauren? Lauren. Larene. Lauren. Direct. Sorry, I'm bad at pronouncing things. I'm trying to get a feel for your channel. Okay, let's see. And we'll give you a wrench for a while so you can subscribe to anyone that comes in if you want. Okay, here comes the little bot baby. Okay. Hello, baby. The little bot baby.
Oh, I'm late.
Hello, baby. Echo. Little bot baby.
I'm like,
I'm late.
I'm like the little rabbit from the story.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Chris. Hi, Steve.
What's up, everybody?
You're welcome to come up, Steve.
How's audio?
It's better now.
Okay. Yeah, I'm late. I'm like the rabbit
for
from
the important date with me.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm in the chat. I don't know. Why do I have to click 4 buttons to enter the chat? That's crazy.
I don't know. They've been playing around with this so much anymore. I mean, you should. I don't know if you started a live lately in StreamYard. They have this
No, I
present
haven't.
and invite little thing there, but it's underneath still too.
No, I haven't ever had a live on my channel. Actually, today.
No, I've figured that. Okay, Chris. The question
So what's up?
is,
What's going on? Who we got
Chris,
in here? Hello, welcome in everybody. Welcome in Cyclops and Laren Directo and everybody.
Lorraine and Chew and you
and Chew.
Like
My name is Chew. Okay. Welcome in, Chew. I got you.
Okay. What would you use this for besides what it was purposely for?
Oh boy, we got show and tell. Okay, hold on.
No, this is. I want you to come up with an idea.
Well, I can't see. You're kind of freezing us there for a second.
Now it's the whole drapes. That's the original.
I'm gonna say I would use that as a plate holder.
I don't think they open up.
Oh, you see, you didn't say that. Okay.
I'm just saying. What would
let me see it again. How does it open? Which direction does it open?
Okay. See, a curtain goes. The material, the plates go in and they intertwine between these. Okay, and it gets. Oh, sorry about that, guy. Let me see if I can find a way. Let me change my cameras. That way you can see it better. Change the
No, I think you're full screen. You're okay.
Okay, wait a minute.
No, but you're freezing a bit. Kind of glitchy.
Yeah, like I said, I see me spinning right now.
Yeah, you're frozen on my end right now. Hello, everybody. Just me. She popped out. She'll be back. Cyclops says, Cyclops is uncharacteristically buzzed tonight. It might not be a good idea. Not sure what might not be the good idea, but hey, do you? You do you. Oh, giant roach clip, says Cyclops. That's a great guess.
Yeah. Okay, here you go. You see it now?
I see it, but you freeze every time you show it. Okay, yep. No, you're good now.
Okay. Now, your drapes would.
You're still glitching on my end.
Plate.
You're freezing on my end. It's not a fluid like normal video.
I don't know. It's this computer.
That's no worries. So we can see the item. That's yeah, okay. We see it, but yeah, my guess.
He's saying that's a good for a giant roach clip. Yes, that would be.
That's his guess. I have the guess as a plate holder.
Okay.
Or a plate display.
Yeah, it probably could be bent to be a plate holder. Okay.
Like a display. Plate display. Yeah.
Yeah. Plate display. Okay.
That's my guess.
But that doesn't help with the question. Well, no. Yeah, I opened it up. For our sewers, I asked, what would you use this for? Okay. For a sewer, what would you use this for?
Yarn holder?
No, yarn's a lot. That wouldn't hold very much. And it would, this is like, these are sharp edges. The sharp edges here.
Well, you've not described the item very well.
Well, I tried telling you. Okay, see this? Okay, I got to get that because I'll get, it's right here. Okay, this is a hook to hang up old pleated drapes. Okay? Do you hear me?
You're going to hang pleated drapes with this.
Well, that's what this was made for. To hang pleated, very heavy pleated drapes.
I would have never guessed that.
Okay. Yes, that's what that is. Okay.
I could have guessed.
I told you I'd be back.
I could have guessed 438 times in a row, and I would have never got that.
I figured that. Okay. So for me, I found some of these, so I took it, and if I can get my fingers to do it, well, this one I probably won't be able to do it too. I'll need help. No. Okay. So with the other ones I did, my hands are hurting right now, is I bent this open a little bit, but kept this up here, but bent it more. And I put my little bobbins on it. And that hold so I can grab one when I need one. Ain't that a cool idea?
Absolutely. Great idea.
Okay. Now, what your subject you want to talk about?
Well, I guarantee you it's more exciting than bobbin holders.
Okay, well, go for it.
That you've converted from who knows what they are, mystery pieces.
See, us older people know what that was because we had to go and hang up the drapes. And you could not hang them up. That's why they have rings and stuff that now they don't have to use that metal.
They don't have to use what?
They don't have to produce these anymore.
Oh, right.
Yeah, they use the round oval go through a pool now.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. Now, see, I don't like to pull ones. So, but that's what you get, you know?
That's what happens with progression of time.
Yeah. I change mine back to where I like what I like.
People invent new things and old things go away, right?
True. True. But in reality, a lot of the old things are better than the new things. Hi, Boatman, Boatman.
What's
Hi,
up, Boatman
Christy
times
K.
two?
Excuse me. Karma, hello.
So that's
My
just like
special. Go ahead.
KK. The typewriter's so much better than the computer.
How do you get that?
That's what you just said.
No, I did
The
not say
older
anything about a
inventions are better
typewriter.
than the newer.
No, I said some things that are older are better still than the new stuff.
I would love to try to put a video over the internet through a typewriter. I would love to try that.
You never
I don't
get
think
it.
I don't think it's gonna work
But a typewriter
ever,
was the paper
ever.
where a computer is to, um, let's call it non-paper, you know? So you're trying to compare two different kind of things. You're
What are you
looking
talking
at a
about? Typewriter
keyboard.
had paper. You talking
No,
about
wait, wait,
paper?
wait. No, a typewriter did not have a keyboard.
It had a paper,
A typewriter had keys and
and
tape
you had to
and
insert a
paper
piece of
and
paper.
rollers and that.
You had to insert paper into a typewriter. I
Yes,
used
that's
one.
true.
Trust
But
me,
you
I
don't
know. I
do
used
that
one.
to a computer. You don't do that to a computer.
Well, no, you connect it to a printer that has paper.
So it's not really better than a typewriter.
See, Christine K has a question for you.
What is the connected typewriters to computers? What if they connected typewriters to a computer? Okay, Christine, that would be kind of like impossible because typewriters ran on springs that popped in and out, and they hit a ribbon that had black ink on it, and it popped back and forth. Where you cannot, there is not electrical. Um,
Typewriters were mechanical.
yeah,
Computers are electric.
yeah. Thank you.
You're very welcome. I always have the answer. All you have to do
I
is
know,
ask. All you have to do is ask.
but I am winning on our bet.
Which bet?
You know what bet I'm talking about? That one for my gold.
Oh, that one.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
yeah.
Yes. So Instant Karma has another question. What about electric typewriter? Yes. So some were electric,
Like,
where you
yes.
plug them into the wall after the mechanical typewriters,
Mm-hmm.
but they still could not.
Be hooked up to a computer.
Well, no, because computers weren't. Well, yeah, they did overlap. I'll give
Yeah.
Instant that they did overlap, but I don't think, and I say think, I don't know this one. I don't think you could hook a electric typewriter up to a computer to print. I don't think that was ever a thing.
No, because there is no external wires. It's an all-in-one system on electric typewriter. Where here on computers, it is an internal board that gets the signals and that.
Well, because you're whatever you are typing on a typewriter
Mm-hmm.
becomes the output. on the paper.
Yep.
Which is actually the same on a computer. But you have the option to save or delete or revise before you actually input it.
Mm-hmm. So they're totally two different things. They they cannot be compared to each other.
But there was a crossover there. There was, absolutely. Because
Well,
I
the
know there
crossover
was
was keys.
typewriter.
I mean the alphabet.
No,
The
What she's saying and what I said was there's also they were not all mechanical, but like I said earlier,
they
did
electric.
become electric.
And way
They
are
had the same
out.
function. I don't believe you could hook up a printer, external printer, to the typewriter, because the typewriter still input the keys that you put into the paper that was there.
Yeah.
I don't think there was an external hookup to a printer ever. I may be wrong, but I don't believe there ever was.
That's why I'm trying to say it's an internal system. It is not made to be an outturned system.
External, right? So even though that was electric, as far as the operation, I don't think there was ever a connection that could be external. I may be wrong, but I don't believe there ever was. I think that even though the keyboard of the typewriter went from mechanical, which was you hit the letter K
and
it puts the letter K up there on the paper.
And that's the exact same thing with the electric ones.
Right. So it went electric. You still hit a K and it still put a K on the piece of paper.
Yeah. Well, it still flipped up and made the K.
Right. I don't think there was any external device that could change that.
No, I think there was a time they were trying to, but I do know they took the layout of the keyboard. This keyboard is the exact of a typewriter, American typewriters, and that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Don't know. All right, so where you at? Where you want to do? You invited me on here to talk about something, and it's not keyboards.
Another question: do you know if it's possible to hook up a printing?
Yeah, I'm not answering that. I am not answering that question.
Yeah. Yes. What are you talking about? That's your newspaper. It's printed. It is typed into the computer, who sends it over to be printed.
The printing press.
That's your newspaper.
Yeah, it happens.
Okay. What do you want to discuss?
No, you invited me. What?
I know, but that was supposed to be us, not on air, because I have some people who don't like that one topic that we will discuss.
I'll talk about it. I'm talking about printing presses from the 1500s right now, and typewriters from the 1980s right now. What do you want to talk about?
Okay, let's see.
It's your channel. You tell me.
What did you sell tonight?
What did I sell tonight? I sold DVDs, Blu-ray discs, and CDs, and LPs, which are vinyl. That's what I sold tonight.
This question has a question.
That's the same one you...
Oh, that's the same one. Sorry. Hey, I'm at least trying to pay attention.
Well, I have to
have my mind on you and the chat, man. because you like to make me go and spin. And so I'm not going to let you do that to me. So how's the market with the vinyls and that? Is it still hot or is it slowing down?
Well, every market is slowing down right now because of Grandpa Joe.
No, because of stinky Trump.
Grandpa Joe slowed
No,
everything down.
stinky Trump is president now. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Nope, nope, nope. I don't know why the stock market fell. Stinky Trump is the one.
What do you call him? Stinky?
Stinky Trump. He poops
You
his
call him
pants.
Stinky
And
Trump?
he does not change.
Is this what
either.
you're calling him? Stinky Trump?
Stinky Trump?
Where did this come from? This nickname?
Oh, come on, Chris. Don't you know he wears a tens?
He wears what?
A tens, diapers.
No, I'm
This
not
is
familiar
from
with that.
This is from other Republicans and say you don't want.
I'm not familiar with that.
Well, I figured because you really don't pay attention.
Do you have factual information on this?
I don't know. Politicians, do they ever lie?
Every day of their lives.
Well, then you know Trump, don't you?
That's what they do for a living.
Well, that's Trump for you.
So he's lying about.
No, he's
diapers?
incontinent, hon. He has been said to be incontinent, and that is from his own family and other people around him. They don't like to sit beside him too long if he has not changed his diaper.
Okay. So you're telling me that our current president wears diapers
Yes.
versus
He
our
has
last
been.
president that
No,
did not wear diapers.
This president has been wearing them for like 4 years, if not, wait a minute, 4, 5, 6 years. 6 years. He's incontinent.
Versus our last president that did not wear them.
I don't know. Don't know if Joe did or not. I'm not going to say he did, and I'm not going to say he didn't. I'm just saying I do know Trump does.
Well, how do you not know about the last president's diaper incontinence versus current president's incontinence?
I don't know. I listen to the news, and no one's ever said that Joe's incontinent.
There's problem number one. Listen to
No.
the news.
You can't say problem number one because it can't be a problem. I'll being honest. I don't know, and I admitted it. Either way, I don't know if Joe does or doesn't. So how's there going to be,
But you know about this. You know about this situation
because it was written about it and it's been said on TV.
Well, I can put it on TV too that Joe did this or that. Doesn't mean it's true.
Okay. We are going to change subjects because it is true. And I'm not going to sit here and play with you about. You cannot prove it's not true. Prove it's not true. Come on.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, prove it's not true. Hi, Dawn.
This is like me proving you don't wear diapers. How am I going to prove that?
Did you ask me? Will I answer?
Do I want to ask you? No.
You will
Would I
never,
ever ask
I will
you?
never answer
No.
you on that.
Do I
why would
care?
why would
No.
you bring me into that?
Does the
Why
general
would you
public
bring me into
care?
that? We are
No.
talking about two men. I'm not a man. I'm not a man. They're
Well,
men.
no, I agree.
Well,
No, I do
so-called
agree
men.
with that. I'm glad you know that.
Hi, Dawn.
A lot of people in the Democratic Party don't know what they are. What's up, Don?
More the Republican don't know nothing.
Anyway, what I'm saying is no one cares if you wear diapers, KK. Honestly. If you did, and I said if
no,
you
let's
did.
go back to the president. No, let's go back to and make it the president.
Oh, okay.
Don't put it on me. Don't put it
Let's
on me because that is not what we were discussing.
Okay,
You
so
want to make it personal. I don't want to make it personal.
No, it's not personal. Nothing's
yes,
personal.
Yes, it is.
Nothing's personal. It was a hypothetical.
Okay,
I'll
the
put it back in my
hypothetical. Let's
direction.
go back.
I'll put it in my
Joe
direction.
and
It's a
Frank.
hypothetical. If I wore diapers as a man,
Mhm.
would I be ashamed of it or would I be proud of it?
As
I would
you,
say I would want to hide that fact.
well,
That's
really,
what I would
anybody that's
assume.
around you would know because it's bulky as hell.
Well, and somebody's got to change them.
No, you can change yourself.
Oh, you can change your own diapers.
Change your own self. No one's going to
Yeah,
touch
but
that
where do they go?
down there.
You can't flush them down the toilet.
Down
They
and
gotta
they
go
don't want to
somewhere.
push it up. No, no
They
one
have to
wants
go
to push it up.
somewhere. You can't flush them down the toilet.
Who said you had to flush it? Where are you getting that when changing diapers? You change the subject too much.
I'm changing little babies' diapers right now, and they're shitty and they're smelly and they're always crazy.
No
But
kidding.
I can just imagine a grown man's diaper is even worse.
That's my whole point to the conversation.
Okay, so where are we going?
Head of states, head of countries, or
So where do these diapers go? That's my question.
Do I look like I go into the there?
Secret
They
Service
go into
just, Secret
they
Service
go
just
and
makes
get
these diapers
taken off
disappear.
again, wrapped up, put it in a bag, put it in another bag, and marked what is that called? Classification. Classified.
Yeah. Secret Service just makes these things disappear, I guess.
No, they get personally put in an incinerator and has to be known because that is the bowel movements of a president that is.
Is there an incinerator in the White House?
I didn't say. I don't know.
Well,
I've never been there.
I've not been to Washington D.C. either, so I cannot tell you for 100% fact.
Okay, well, biohazard.
I'm asking questions. I am trying to learn here.
Biohazard. It gets put in a red
You're
bag.
closer to D.C. than I am,
Biohazard.
so you tell me.
Biohazard bag. It's a red bag.
You're closer to D.C. than I am.
I'm smarter than you are too.
They probably just dump it in the river. Nobody cares.
No. You got to remember, if you have DNA of someone else's, what can you do with that DNA? Come on, man.
What do you mean? What can you do with it?
If you had the president's DNA, don't you think you could go and rob places and leave his DNA there and that he robbed it? And don't say he got immunity because that wouldn't be the thing. But it could be a place where they leave the DNA of something back on a crime.
If I was entrusted with any president's DNA and I wanted to go leave it at locations
Mm-hmm.
around the country, I could do that. But I'm sure I would be locked up for life for doing that.
If you got caught, yes.
If I did it, and
If you
first
got
of all,
caught,
I wouldn't have done it in the first place. Why would I do that? Why?
that's different. But
Why
that's
would I
why
do
the
that?
secrecy. That's why the secrecy of his DNA. That's why presidents cannot be put under when they're going through surgeries. They cannot be
There's
put
no
all the way
reason for
under.
that. Why would you even? Why would you want to do that?
Do what?
Spread a president's DNA around the country on the crime sites. That's just bizarro.
You want not your DNA that you robbed the bank.
No, I would never rob a bank, nor would any president that's ever been president. They would never rob a bank.
That's us because we are not thieves. I'm talking about people who
Nor
are
is
thieves.
any president of the country that's ever been or ever has been.
Don't say they weren't thieves. They're all thieves.
Meaning whom?
Every president.
Every president is all thieves.
Yeah, they go make money off of there when they're up in there. Yes.
That's interesting. That's very interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, like the stock market crash thing. Yeah. Turfs. Hi,
Okay.
Shirley. And Shirley said, hi, Chris.
Do I know Shirley?
Yep. She was up here with us one night.
Well, hello, Shirley. Hello, hello. I am trying to reel in this unrealistic idea that KK has unsuccessfully. Yeah, welcome in, everybody. Appreciate everybody being here. We're just chit-chatting, having a conversation, late night conversation. And I don't know where it's going because
Chris doesn't know anything.
Who did what?
Chris knows nothing. He doesn't listen either.
Okay. Thank you for pointing that out. I know nothing, everybody. Absolutely nothing.
No. That's, nothing that's good. You voted for Trump, so nothing good.
I would say something, but you do know how I voted, so I cannot dispute that. I don't know how you voted. You might have voted for Trump as well.
That's what you want to believe. Hey, I'm not going to tell you what I do. You're not my husband. You're not my family. You're just a man I like to argue with.
Just a very good arguer.
Yes.
Have at it. Right. Says just taking a little nap. Or just got up from a nap.
Got up from a nap. And she says, hi, Shirley. Joe, this is Chris the Goose that I've always fought with. We used to do this every night.
What's up, Joe? All right, so what's the topic? We ain't even got to it. You've been skirting around it. You're scared to even talk to it.
No. I'd like you to have another pick the topic this time.
Oh, my turn.
Yeah.
I was just about to go to Mexican ice cream.
Never had it. Don't know what it tastes like. Never seen it.
Yeah, it's delicious. Oh, Biohazard, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was diapers. That was. Well, we can go back to that one if you want to, or we can go to Mexican ice cream or human biohazard.
Let the chat vote. What about diapers?
That is the biohazard. Yes.
Okay, Joe. I informed him that Trump wears diapers, and he tried to ask me how I know that. I says I heard it on television
Yeah,
from people that are
I hear
around
all
him.
kinds of things on
No,
TV.
am I talking? Am I talking? Now,
I
now.
hear noise, but I don't think you're actually talking.
Ooh. And yes, you are. But it has
Sleepy
been.
Joe,
Joe's a female.
no diapers on the news. I have no research on this. Have at it. I have no idea. This is news to me. I do not know about any president actually wearing diapers. So
So how
I'm just
can you say I'm wrong?
hearing this, and she's saying this, and she's believing this. So go at it. I'm gonna take a 5-minute break. Please explain your case, KK.
I don't need to.
On the diapers. I'm gonna take a
I
5-minute
I
break.
did I stated my case.
I'm gonna listen. No, I'm still gonna listen, but explain your case. 5 minutes.
No,
Here you go.
I'll
Rock
talk
and roll.
about something else because
Rock and roll.
we did the diapers. We already did all that. We already explained where the diapers go to and how. I mean, because you got that fascination with other people's body fluids. Diapers have a be put in biohazard bags, the red bags, because it has DNA and all that in it. Okay, wait a minute. It is true that Donald wears diapers all the time, or is he basically in cause for his incontinent and additional members? Many people have said he does, in fact, wear diapers. Thank you. Yeah, but we're talking. Wait a minute. We're talking something different, Joe. Because he is the president, and that's his DNA in that biohaz BM. Hello, Matthew. Um, his would be handled differently than anyone else's. That's the whole point to that. Wait a minute. Who in their right mind would want to and from a diaper? Do it in a diaper? He's incontinent. He has no control. He's incontinent. DNA. Okay, anything and everything that the president does, there is a precaution, or how do I want to procedure to deal with anything and everything of their stuff. Okay, I didn't make the rules. You're welcome to come up, Joe, if you want to talk. You too, Dawn. Yeah. This is just how me and him argue. We're like brothers and sisters. We just like to argue to argue. But Chris was trying to say he didn't hear about that, and you said you didn't hear that he's incontinent. You're fine right there. You're always fine right there, don't one.
All right, I'm back. I'm back. What I missed? What I missed? Did y'all figure out this diaper business?
Thought you were going to listen. So you lied to me.
Yeah, no one figured out anything.
You just asked us, what did you miss?
Exactly. Nothing. Craziness is what I missed. Absolute asinine conversation that means nothing to anyone. Let me ask you this, KK.
Mm-hmm.
To put into example, do I care if John F. Kennedy, former president, wore diapers? Do I care if George W. Bush, former president, wore diapers? Do I
Why you
care
hung up on
if
diapers?
George Washington, former president, wore diapers? No, I don't care.
He wore a tea leaf.
Meaningless. That's meaningless.
George Washington used a tea leaf.
He used what?
I'm drinking. It's just
Yeah,
a joke.
I'm drinking
Tea leaf.
also. I'm
A
drinking
tea leaf.
something stronger than you.
Well, always you drink something stronger than me.
But anyway, so what about him? What about Washington? You want to talk shit about him too?
No. I just said you brought him up, and I says he wears a tea leaf.
A what?
A tea leaf.
Tea leaf?
Yeah. A leaf.
Oh, tea leaf. I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need a 7 and 7. Well, honey, you got that at home.
Yep. That's 7-Up and whiskey. Good one. I wish I had one right now. I'll stick with my Corona tonight. All good.
Mm-hmm.
Mexico import. They just got an extra taxation on it this week.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy with that.
Got that?
Say again?
How'd they get that?
What do you mean? How did they get that?
Yeah, how did they get that extra taxation?
Corona beer is brewed in Monterrey, Mexico. I've been there. I've been to the plant in Monterrey, Mexico.
Okay.
It's awesome. Amazing plant.
Uh-huh.
Brewery. They call it a brewery. Been there, seen it. Amazing what they do. Train cars just loaded. They load train cars. Cases, cases, straight to the U.S.
Uh-huh. Yeah, but that doesn't have the saying that there was another tax on it, or whatever word you used.
Say it again.
What did you use that they just had another on it? Wouldn't been a turf, would it? Tariff, whatever that word is.
No, so in the state of Texas, we have a 16.5% excise tax on any alcohol. But as a United States, we also have and don't quote me on this one, but I think it's a 13% excise on alcohol. But Trump is thinking about doing another 10%, which has been delayed again for another 3 months. So it's not in place yet. Yes, having at it. Tariffs. Yes.
Tariffs, yeah.
So that's an extra 10% on alcohol, but it's not there yet. It's been delayed again for 3 months. Well, I think it's a little less now. We're right at 3 months. But we have a state tax, and then we also have it's a state excise tax, which is an alcohol tax,
Mm-hmm.
and then the national tax for importing it. So, yeah, it may go up 10%.
But I thought he was going to bring prices down.
Say again?
I thought he said he was going to bring prices down on day one.
Yes, for U.S. goods.
No. He was going to make everything wealthy. Come on. What has he made? Anything?
Nothing. To answer your question, nothing.
He's done
to answer
nothing.
your question, nothing. It's only been 3 months.
And Chris, how many
It's only been 3 months. Do you know how long it takes? Do you know how long it takes to fix 4 years of fuck ups? More than 3 months.
How many employees has he
More than 3 months.
Hey, how many employees has been fired from the government?
Not enough.
Oh,
not enough.
So what is not enough? Give me a round amount. What you think is be enough? What would be enough?
Do you want a number or do you want a percentage?
Yes, I want a number. You
want a number or percentage?
No, I want a number.
Okay, so a number, I would say a full number to be eliminated from the government payroll should be around 600,000 people.
Okay.
That's a number.
600 and some people.
No, 600,000.
Okay. 600,000.
That's a 6 with 5 zeros behind it.
Yes. I understand that. Okay. Now, how many employees will there be left in the government?
More than enough to do the job.
No. Come on, give me the figure.
I mean, it's a fluid number, so I can't give you the exact number, but roughly if you lose 600,000 employees in the federal government, you should have roughly 650,000 left. Depends on departments, because some are state departments. It's a lot of crossovers in there. Half. It needs to be cut in half. 700. Have it. Says 700. It's 650 to 700. That's what should be left after losing 600,000. She's Googling it or Binging it or whatever she wants to do right now. It's a lot of different numbers, so it's hard to get an exact number, but it should be roughly half. I guarantee it.
Okay.
Because I guarantee any company.
So you're okay that they took away?
Now wait. What is it? Right, have at it. Don't that? I don't think they know either. Trust me, I don't think they know either. All right, what's the question, KK? Oh, she's getting
Yes.
upset. She's getting upset because we're throwing too many
No.
facts.
I'm not upset whatsoever. Don't put words in my mouth.
Okay, so do you agree or disagree with Have at It's comment right there?
I disagree.
You disagree with that?
Yes.
Comment that you just highlighted?
Yes.
Why do you disagree with that?
Okay. In 2023, U.S. federal government employed approximately 2,000,040 and 283. Okay. However, please let me finish. This figure is only 4.1% accuracy to the previous year, while included federal employees.
They don't know. That's exactly what Have at It just said. They do not exactly know how many employees.
Around 2.3 million were full-time workers.
Have at It's on the money.
Okay.
Got it. Have at it.
Okay, you got that. You got that. I'm not going to disagree or agree with you.
Right? I was just ballparking it. Okay. And I was apparently way low. Have at it. Put it on the money. They don't know. And you just read it. You just researched it somewhere.
That's 20.
And they said approximately because they don't know.
2023.
Well, yeah, 2 years ago, they know how many people they paid. And 2 years ago, how many people was that? 2.1 million or something crazy.
You gonna let me finish a sentence?
What in 2023? What was the number? 2.1 million.
I'm not answering your question.
I thought you just researched it.
I did. It was around the 2.3 million were full-time employees.
Approximately 2.3 million. Okay. That would be, real quick, before you go any further, that will be the largest employer in the U.S. of A.
We are.
What do you mean we? There's no we. I'm not a government employee.
We are the government.
I pay these clowns to do nothing.
People are the government.
No,
the people are the government.
So Walmart
is just a piss off.
Runs with half that number, 1.1 million people, roughly. Again, it's just approximate. Approximately. And look how much money they make every year.
Okay, now let me ask you a question.
I would love to be asked questions now because we are on a great subject.
Okay. Why was the employees dismissed who watch over our missiles and that? Or no, okay, I can't
over what?
Over the missiles and what is that? That bomb type thing that I can't think of the word.
Type things. I have no idea. I mean, people get fired and hired every day. I have no idea.
No. Answer that question. The people who run that department were all fired. Who
What
watch our
department?
nuclear stuff. All of them were fired. The nuclear department.
I'm not familiar with this news. I have no idea.
Because you don't listen.
Okay.
Okay, so they finally here, they're not getting fired by people, they're getting fired by email. Well, I'm sorry.
No, that's impossible.
What?
You just said Elon fired these people. He has
No, I
no.
did not say Elon. I said they're being fired through an email. I never
They're
said
being what?
Elon. I said they were fired through an email.
Oh, fired through an email.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
I mean,
if
it was
you're not
Elon
there
that
in
did it, but
person, if you're not there in person at your job to be fired in person, working from
no,
home,
no. These are all
then you
people who
must
were
be
there.
fired through an email
These are all people who
or
were
a
there.
chat or a YouTube.
Chris,
What?
they fucked up.
Who did?
That ain't the only fucked up thing they did.
Who did? What are you talking about?
Oh, the
If
people
the
in charge
people are
of
not in the
email.
office to fire them, you have to fire them through other means.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive. If you don't go to the office to get fired, you have to get fired through an email or a Zoom call or however else you want to do it.
Okay, but what happens to the ones that were there
In
and
person.
still got the email? And still just got email?
You're talking about the people in person that were there in the office?
Yes.
Well, they're fired too.
Yeah, but just they didn't get told. They got an email just like everybody else.
And in person, you're fired.
Wait a minute. I know a lot of nonsense workers that have been working from home for 44 of the past 324 years.
That's probably days. Probably should have been days.
That should be days, hon. Have been fired via email because they.
That's exactly what I just said. If you're not in the office, we can't fire you at the office because you don't come to the office.
Okay, guys, these are people who, from COVID, have the office at home. That's why he did the recall of.
Hey, I still have COVID, by the way.
I was talking. You know I'll get pissed at you. And you love it.
I never had COVID that I know
but
of.
The COVID made people stay home and do the work from home. It was a
scam. It was a scam. And they're still scamming the country. And fire all them some bitches. Fire them. They're gone. See you later. Don't need you
whatever
anymore.
You want to say tonight, because you're being disrespectful to me. I'm just going to let you talk.
I've done what? I've been so respectful that I have answered every single question that you've answered.
You've been disrespectful.
Politely and
you've been disrespectful to me.
Come on, sis.
You've been disrespectful to me.
No, you killing me. Just because you don't like my answers, don't mean they're disrespectful.
I didn't say I was not liking your answers. I said you've been disrespectful to me when I am talking. You got to interrupt when I didn't even get the words out of my mouth. I didn't get to finish the words of the sentence. Now, go ahead and talk.
You let me know when you're finished.
Nope, I'm done. I'm done talking.
I know. I know. You can't. It's horrible. You cannot defend that anymore. It's impossible. It is 100% impossible to defend.
Okay, wait, whoa. Here we go. Here we go.
I'll be interrupted, and I'll.
And you keep quiet.
I will defer.
I'm going to mute you every time until I get my words out. You understand?
I'll unmute. I'll defer to you.
Okay. When Trump got in there, he recalled everyone back to the White House. Okay, they came back. Okay, all of them came back, unless they went for an early retirement. There's that point, but they still got just an email saying you were fired by a bunch email. It's not personal type email. It was a bunch named on the email. And that is not legal because there are rules and regulations of different departments and that. I know you muted yourself now, so. Chris, Joe would like to have a chat with you.
Who did what? Come on.
Joe would like to have a chat with you.
What's up, Joe? Well, come on. Come
on up and talk to him.
You come on, Pamela? We can talk right now.
Mm-hmm.
I got a terrible screen.
Terrible
lighting, that is. I got shining. Look. Terrible lighting. All right. He said no time. All right. No worries. Send me a message. Shoot me a message through YouTube. I'll get it. But either way, all good.
You're not able to get to your desk? I was going to say something. No, I can't remember. My mind went somewhere. See, I do have Republican friends too. Oh, this is doing the nephew taxes. Well, come up on your phone. Okay. No, he mutes himself. I try to unmute him. He muted himself.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. So my question was to KK, but well, have at it. I'll get to your unfortunate subject over there in the chat. But my question to KK was, have you ever tried or implied to go to a different political party's rally or whatever you want to call it, gathering, blah, 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 other than what you've been to before in Pennsylvania?
I'm not going to answer that.
No answer.
No answer.
All right. But that's fair. I'll take that answer. I'll take that answer as an answer. I'll take no answer as an answer. Have it. Yeah, absolutely. We'll chat. So, what else we got? We got any more questions?
It's your turn to ask me a question. Besides that,
I have to ask you another question.
Yeah, because I'm going to be opening my fudge.
Okay, I will ask you another question. You're the host.
Okay.
In your entire voting life, have you ever voted anything other than Democrat?
Again, that's a personal question. I'm not going to answer.
Well, no, you can answer.
I know I can, and I prefer not
That's
to.
up to you.
That is my business.
Okay. So, in your entire voting lifetime, have you ever voted Republican?
Good. It's none of your business.
Okay. So, no answer. We got a non-answer. Pleading the fifth over here. We're pleading the fifth. That's okay. Not a problem. I'll take that. Because you know what? Next one's going R. Okay. All right. Let me ask you about your new oh my God, what the hell is he? He's I don't know what it is. A short wearing, t-shirt wearing elected official that has now become Pennsylvania's senator. What are your thoughts on him?
Which one?
What do you mean, which one? Are there two of them?
Represents each state. Isn't there two?
Senator. Are there two of them that wear shorts and hoodies all the time? Have at it, has it.
Which I don't pay attention to my senators.
Well, you may or may not have voted for him. Have at it, has it, on the money. Fetterman. Dr. Oz should have beat his ass easy on that election. I don't know how that happened. But anyway, Fetterman got it.
Yeah.
What are you? Fetterman, that's what I'm talking about.
What about him? I don't pay attention to that much of it, is all I said.
You just pay attention to presidential diapers.
I just pay attention to what I really want to know. I look up.
You don't see your senator wearing gym shorts and hoodies into the state office to go put a vote in. You don't see that every day.
Mm-hmm. And what's the problem?
That is the problem, that you don't see that.
So you're saying never did any state senator come into the Capitol in shorts and that, and hoodies and all that?
Oh, well, not, I can't say never ever, but I can say this guy does it every day.
Are you positive? Prove it.
I don't have to prove it. There's somebody that does it every day.
Prove that he does it every day.
I know,
You
but
made this
no,
statement.
your
You
statement
made
is
this statement.
prove it that no one's ever done it. I cannot prove no one's ever done it before. This guy does it every day.
And I
can't
said,
no
prove
one's ever
it
done
that he does it every day.
Well, no, he's not there every day. He's there Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and that's it.
Okay.
Just like every
So
other
prove
senator.
it that you got pictures of him every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whatever, that he's in shorts now. And what's the big
Why?
thing?
Why would I prove it to you? That's your man. You voted for him.
Now you want them to be, you're going and saying about how they dress.
No, you're missing it. You're missing the point. The point is, he's about to switch parties.
And how you get that? Hi, Num Num.
Because I've been in politics a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I know what's going on. Just watch. In the next election year, he's switching. He's done with that crap.
So where did you get this information is what I want to ask. I would like to look it up.
This is your local. This is your man. You voted for him. He's in your jurisdiction. I cannot vote.
I'm asking you where you got that information. That's all I'm asking. Where did you get the information?
Just watch.
No. I don't want to watch. You're making a statement. Back up your statement with proof.
I cannot reveal my sources until 2027. Thank you.
Wait a minute. I'm trying to read what Karma wrote. It's amazing. YouTube, it's like there's 100 real subs, and everyone with 1,000 socks. I don't know what that means. I don't know. What's the difference between politics and parrot fleas? They both are birds that are both birds they bite.
Oh, they bite hard. It's all good. All right. What else you got? I thought we were going to talk about Trump. We're talking about nothing even close to Trump yet. You saving that for later?
Yeah. Yes, he did, Karma.
Yeah. Let's talk about something awesome. Greatest president in the history of the country. Let's talk about that.
JFK. Abraham Lincoln.
Well, both of them got assassinated.
You always take out the best.
They tried to kill Trump twice already.
Yeah, right. Fake.
What do you mean fake?
Fake.
What's
he didn't
fake?
even show up to the hospital. How do I know that?
What's fake? Hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute. What do you think's fake? The first one or the second one?
The first one.
The first one, he got shot in the fucking ear.
Fake. He did not show up at the hospital.
It's fake that he got shot in the ear. People died and got shot.
Mm-hmm.
None of that's real.
Didn't say that.
Is that what
I
you're
said
telling me?
I said his was
You said
a fake.
fake. You said
His
it's fake.
shot
That
was
means
a
it's not real.
That's right. His was a fake shot. He had one of those blood things in his hand.
He had what in his hand?
What is those blood packs that movies use? He had a piece of plastic hit his ear. The fireman, I feel for.
The fireman is who they're talking about got shot
No.
and died.
No, he does not have to go to a military hospital. He is to go to the very nearest hospital and then be transferred out on the
All right, KK. Listen. I don't know what was just said. I missed it. What was just said?
and then the hospital.
He does not have to go to military hospital. So they have, as Secret Service, they have planned every avenue
I know
that he goes to, every venue,
Okay.
wherever he's at. If he's in any,
I know
whoever
that.
it is, if it's,
I agree with you on that. But what I'm trying to say
if
is,
they're
he
in
said he went to
Dallas,
the hospital.
or
He
if
said
they
he
are
went to the
in Washington, D.C., or if they are in Walla Walla, or if they are in, it doesn't matter, San Francisco, anywhere, they all automatically have a plan, a route to
Mhm,
go to a hospital.
mhm.
It doesn't matter what it doesn't have to be a military hospital. No,
No, it don't
that
have
is
to be a military.
preferred. Yes,
Yeah, they prefer, but it's the
but
nearest
that is
hospital.
depends on the city they are in,
Mhm.
or township, or whatever. That is not a absolute fact that they have to go there. All right, so I missed a lot of things. I'm sorry. Fill me in.
I said that he told the people he went to the hospital, the nearby hospital, and it was proven that he did not go to the hospital.
Oh, you talking about Trump?
Yeah, that's who we've been talking about.
You said Trump did not go to a hospital.
Trump did not go to the nearby hospital.
No,
He
I
said
said a hospital.
Okay, but I'm just saying. Wait a minute.
No.
He
Wait a
said-
minute. You said
Wait a
nearby.
minute.
I said a.
He said he went to the hospital nearby. That is his exact words. That is his exact words. He went to the hospital nearby.
Okay.
But he didn't.
How far away did the hospital he went to was versus the nearest hospital?
Okay, he never went to any hospital.
Oh, he didn't go to hospital.
He didn't go to none.
Okay.
Now, ask me how I know that, because every one of our hospitals around here said about it. He never made it there.
And
So,
why are we arguing about this? The
Because
man
you're
got shot in the ear.
I told you it didn't really get shot in the ear.
Oh, he didn't get shot in the ear.
No, it was a fake
Oh, this
one.
is news to me. I seen it live. I was watching it live.
So was I. You're a gun person, correct?
Oh, I have a lot of them.
Okay, but no, you're a gun person. You know
Yes,
about
I'm very
angles
familiar with
and
guns. Yes,
trajectories and
yes.
um no, he didn't. He did not go to the Butler Memorial. That's what he said he went.
Do what?
Uh, Joe said she just Googled it and he went to Butler Memorial.
Oh, is that the name of the hospital?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that. I don't know. Don't know. Wasn't there. Not that day. But I was watching it live
Yes.
and I
was
was
too.
extremely confused. And I
Okay.
continued to watch it for another 12 hours straight because they started filling in all the
Let me
things that
ask
I didn't know. So
yeah. Let me ask you a question. The
come on.
Secret Service knew that guy's been up on that roof for an hour. Why didn't they take him out? Why didn't they take him off of the roof?
I
They
cannot
knew
answer
for an
that.
hour.
I cannot answer that question. Nor can I verify they knew he was there for an hour. I can't answer that question. I don't know.
Okay. But they did. They knew he was up there for an hour.
You're believing they knew that,
wait,
but
wait,
I'm
wait,
saying
wait, wait.
I don't know that they
Three
knew that.
witnesses reported it to the police and the Secret Service, saying about it. They were caught on tape talking to the newsstands,
Okay.
news people.
Well, okay. You have more info on it than I do. I'm telling you, he was a candidate at that time running
Mm-hmm.
for president,
Mm-hmm.
and the current president.
Okay. This was okay. I got a question. I think our
And
Secret
I
Service.
got interrupted again because
Wait a minute.
nobody wants to talk about that president.
Wait a minute. Don't you think the Secret Services is not doing a very good job? You'd think they double or triple what's around him
What do
to
you
have
mean?
it that he's done
What
twice
does double or triple mean?
of Secret Service around
Around who?
Trump when this was happening.
No, it's normal as a candidate for president. You get a selected set of Secret Service agents. You don't get any double or triple. No, that's not it. No, not
Well, I'm
happening.
talking about after the very first one.
No.
He didn't get to. He did not get the.
Because you
Uh,
know who's still president at that time?
yeah,
And you
Joe
know who's
Biden.
still running for
However,
candidate at that time? No, you get
Joe
nothing
did.
extra.
Joe
You don't
did
get anything
offer him.
extra
Joe
because
did
of
offer him right
bullshit
after the very first.
politics,
Joe
and they
offered it
hate it.
to him after the very first shot. He offered him extra security. The first one, but he
Oh, and what?
denied it. He
And
didn't want it,
and what?
and he didn't take them.
Oh, didn't take them. No, that's not correct. You are absolutely correct. Have at it. She got an offer: get fired or resign, and she was gone. She resigned. You're absolutely correct.
Okay, she was the head, right? What happened to the ones that were around him? What happened to them for not doing their job? Nothing.
Say it again, KK.
I said, what happened to the crew that was around him? Right, this is the first shot thing. What happened to his Secret Services people? Did they get anything done for not protecting him correctly? Not doing the fleecing of around the premier.
KK, you're killing me.
Right.
Let's talk about substantial issues. This thing is old news. Everybody's gotten
Wait a
fired.
minute. Because I'm bringing up subjects that you might not know the answers.
Yes.
Okay.
That make you feel better?
Just
Yeah,
ask.
I know these people got fired. I don't care. It's old news. I still want to know the backstory with this little crazy clown on the roof that nobody could find. But who cares? Old news. You're talking about a whole different thing. Trying to bring it up.
You're the one
Change the
that brought
story, which is fine. We'll change the story
you
all day
brought up
long
that
if you
they
want
tried to
to.
kill him
We'll
twice.
change the story all day long if you want to.
Okay, Chris, you're the one that brought up that he almost got killed twice. You're the one
That's
that brought
correct.
that subject up. That's how we got onto that subject.
That's correct.
So, I mean, now you do know how it was brought up, and it is past. You brought up the past.
Everybody in the chat completely understands.
That's because I got Republicans in here. It's okay, but I don't care.
It doesn't matter if you're Republican or Democrat or independent or anything. There's no denying the facts. Somebody shot the president in the ear. That was damn close to the head shot. There's no
talking about it.
Say again. Are you mad about that?
No, I said you're the one that's talking about it again.
Yeah, it's a major event in American history. I'll talk about it till I die.
Okay.
That's a huge event in American history. Somebody shot the president in the ear. Attempted assassination attempt. Do you not understand that? If it was 1 inch over, 1 inch over, we would have a completely different conversation right now.
I have the right to believe what I want. And that guy that shot was a marksman shooter. Let's just go with that one. You're the one that has guns. You know about guns. I don't. But I know trajectory and that.
What I'm telling you is, if that trajectory was 1 inch over,
I understand it.
We would have a new president right now.
Okay.
And his name would be what? Let me ask you that question mark. What would be that president's name?
Who's behind him? You don't think JD would have been? No.
I'm asking you, what would that president's name be right now?
Okay. I would not know. And Dawn wants to know, has anyone actually seen his ear other than the 2 pieces of bandage? And that's the whole point, Dawn. He was not brought to the hospital. That's the hospital he said he went to. But okay, a marksman. What is a marksman, Chris? Chris. Oh, he left me. Why was one killed and why one wasn't? And that guy that shot him was a Republican. Oh, the second one that tried was a Republican, but he lived. Chris, where'd you go? Here's the thing, Dawn, too. Not a scratch left on there, neither. Not a scratch. Not a, what is that called? A scar. Okay, Chris. Okay. Not bingo. Slots. You're back?
Yeah, I'm back. Anyway, you lost everybody playing bingo.
That's not bingo, it's slots.
Whatever.
It's slots, not bingo.
Slots, bingo. Shit's illegal in
It's
Texas.
different,
We can't play none of it.
is it? Not allowed to play any of that.
No, it's all illegal in Texas. Unless you're on Indian
Wow.
reservation. Which is only, I think, 3.
Wow.
But anyway.
Do they have book burning down there too?
Oh, yeah. I do it all the time.
You burn books.
Absolutely. Nobody buys them. I'm burning. Gotta go.
Okay. That's your right. You own it.
If nobody wants to buy them, I
No, but that's not what I was talking about.
incinerate them.
Okay. That's fine. You own them. I'm just asking.
Yeah, absolutely. But no, it's not like a big party or anything.
Bonfire?
All right, what's up, KK?
No, I'm just gonna close
Y'all
this
upset?
down.
You're about to switch parties. It's okay. You'll be there
No,
one day.
never would.
Oh,
But
you're about to be there.
hey,
You're about to
hey,
switch.
hey, why don't you say goodbye to all that might be in the chat?
You're about to change over.
But good night, everybody in the chat.
All right.
Thank you for coming in. Thank you for the participation.
Later, everybody.
Yeah.
Love everybody being here. Thank you, everybody.